Hey everyone, it's Coach Mo Fall here with another installment of Motivational Monday. And today we're talking about your pay in 2030. Yep, 7 years from now, what will your pay be? How do you know? Why are we talking about this, Mo? Please give me a break. Here's the break I want to give you. No matter where you are in your career, no matter where you are in your life, it's time to think about your future. I know over the past few years, it seems like there's been so many unpredictable events that it seems like, how can I possibly plan, Mo? There's so much going on out there. Well, if you don't at least have a goal or a desire, you can't even begin to have a plan. And you know the old saying about an airplane is off course 95% of the time because the winds and the events happening around the plane while it's flying push it off course. But the pilot's job is to pull it and push it and redirect it back on course. Same with your career and your earnings. If you're not where you want to be, earnings wise, right now, there are very few chances that you'll be on track 7 years from now. That's the bad news. The good news is you can do something about it. But first, I want to help instill some belief mechanisms and some proof from my clients. I'm career coach Mo Fall, and if the first time that you're listening to me, welcome to Motivational Monday. I am the founder and creator of a 12-week career enhancing soul-powered workshop where I help women lift their souls back up and be awesome again, and then direct their career, weaving their soul's power and education, expertise, and experience into a soul-powered career path. That is the way that you can finally get up leveled, that you can finally be paid your worth, that you can finally step out of underemployed, underpaid, underappreciated, and into soul-powered, rocking it. Mondays are my best day of the week because I get to start all over again with a fresh week. Every single week, I spend planning for the week ahead. And that is cascading off of my plans and my goals for the quarter, which is cascading off my plans and goals for the year, which is cascading off my 10-year plan. I know that sounds like a lot of planning, but I'm going to tell you what, if you don't know where you're going, you can't possibly direct where you're headed. So many women that we talk to in our complimentary career clarity calls, and by the way, that's mofall.com/talk. So many of those women say, well, I got this job because my friend told me about it, or my boss asked me to do this, or I just decided that that might be a good idea to have that job. Meanwhile, not moving forward, not advancing, and not going after something. I'm going to have a little truth bomb right now. Here is my truth bomb. As girls, young women, and professional women in the workplace, we are not often encouraged, appreciated, or directed toward an ultimate goal. If you were a young man, a boy, an adult, male in the workplace, you would be more likely to be directed toward something. As women, yes, there is an unconscious bias, but is it really unconscious anymore? And as women are treated differently in this world still, blow my head off. I didn't mean that, blow my head off. I meant explode my head. So here's the thing. As women, as working professional women who want to make a difference in the world, want to help people advance, want to help organizations move forward, it's up to you to set your own career priorities. No one cares about it as much as you. And very rarely is someone going to step in and help you plan that out. Unless, of course, you have a wonderful career coach and her expert coaching team and a proven path, which is what we have in our Kick-Ass Career Program. We have a proven path to help you up level and get where you want to be. mofall.com/talk to talk to one of my career breakthrough strategists to talk about whether you're a fit for that work and our coaching. Either way, I want you to plan on where you're going for 2030. So it's really, really simple. Double your income from what it is right now. And let's just pretend for a minute that that is your goal for 2030. How's that feel? Go ahead, take it in. Just imagine doubling your income between now and 2030. And you may say to me, Mo, that isn't enough. Good for you. Well done, you. I'm going to tell you what, if you double your income in the next 7 years, then you're on a plan and you're on a path and you are doing things to make you better. That is the number one reason why our clients are advancing in their careers, is because we help them be better from the inside out. And here's the thing, money is important. So often, women we talk to on our clarity calls say, well, money's not that important. I don't need to make that much more. Out of 100% of the people on the planet, I gotta say, 100% of them want to make more money, and that includes you. And if you're not admitting that to yourself, there's probably some defense mechanism or some ego or some false belief that you think making more money is going to harm you, harm your family, or take you away from the things that are important. Most women we work with have some deep-seated beliefs in how making more money is actually pulling them away from the things that are important. And here's the sad news. Those women have either seen or heard when other human beings do that and they do it in the wrong way, or they've been scared by the power of making more money. You see, when you do make more money, you usually are higher up in the org chart. And here's the thing, the higher up you are in the org chart, the more resources you have at your fingertips. The more resources you have of people who are highly skilled reporting to you. When you make more money, you have more freedom and more resources. So let's just say, well, I can't be in that type of big job, Mo. I have a family and I have a house to clean. Okay, well, that's okay. I had a family and a house to clean, and I played at the highest levels of the executive ranks. And my clients do the same thing. Because leveraging your resources doesn't just mean at work. It means if you're having a leveraged life, maybe someone else cleans your house. Maybe you find a meal prep service to help prep for meals, and you don't have to do all of it. Perhaps you might even hire someone to do that. Think about that. Oh, letting someone in my kitchen, letting someone in my house? Oh no. See how easy it is for us to move into a fear-based mode. All right, your first thing to do was to take your current salary, and of course, if you're not employed right now, don't put 0, because doubling 0, I know, I'm good at math, is 0. Put your last salary that you earned, or play with me all out and put the highest level salary and then double that. So I want you to double your salary. In the accounting and money management world, there's something called the law of sevens. And a well-functioning investment account will double its value over 7 years. If it's returning, I believe it's 8% in annual returns, the compounded value moves that investment portfolio to double its value over 7 years. Check it out. Google it if you really need the proof on that. So same for your salary. If your salary is moving forward and moving up and you're advancing every year in a healthy pace, you should be doubling your salary in 7 years. That would be a lot of fun. Just think of the freedom. Just think of the fun you can have. How about the vacations or the savings accounts? Perhaps at that point, you could be debt-free and never be in debt ever again. Perhaps you want to accelerate paying off a car payment or paying down your mortgage. All of these things become possible when you're making money more than today. And this is the stuff that gets to be a whole lot of fun, because then you get to really plan for what your life can look like. Instead of saying, I hope I someday get to Italy, you're actually putting that in the books. And you're saying, you know what, next year, I'm going to have half the money I need in my vacation account in order to go to Italy the next year. And free and clear, you have a savings account that's building up with intention and a goal setting because you know what you desire and you're planning ahead. That is fun. And then You're advancing your career because now you have stuff that is fueling you. Perhaps you have an education for one of your kids that you want to more easily afford. Perhaps you want to expose them to parts of the world or experiences that maybe you didn't have or you thought would be cool to have as they're younger. All of that fuels your desires to want more and to make more. But here's the real truth on making more money. You, my dear soul, get to advance and grow as a self. You see, the biggest satisfaction we have in life is our own growth. If you talk to anyone who is reflecting back on their life, they will tell you that their most exciting times were times that they took on challenges, were times that they made a decision to grow, to develop, and to do something that required courage and a commitment. The same thing goes for your career. If you're sort of ambling along in your career and you're being underpaid and underappreciated and underemployed, you're not having as much fun. How about if you were stretched and challenged and moving forward and had a plan? How about if every single week you knew that there was cool stuff that you got to do and cool people to do it with? That is possible. Our clients are enjoying those types of career paths. And it's not a far stretch. And as soon as those gremlins start coming in and saying, yeah, but that'll be too much work. I don't want to work that many hours. Who said it's many hours? Who said that? Just because you see VPs at your work doing that doesn't mean all VPs do that. Just because you've seen people not manage power and higher levels of authority doesn't mean that that's how you can do it. It's one way, but it's not the only way. As I moved up in my career and took advanced positions and went from director level to executive director to vice president and eventually to the C-suite, and then as a national director for a company and then chief operating officer, I worked hard sometimes. I also had great teams. I also had management fulfillment. I had leadership fulfillment. I had great experiences building companies and building teams together. It was fun. And I'm going to tell you this. That's when your soul and your career are woven together. You get to be in your soul-powered genius zone. That's when making more money feels so natural. Instead of it feeling like you're just going after the money, you're doing it in a way that feels natural. So as you express and expand who you are as a professional woman, as a professional person, you're naturally going to move up. And if you know how to ask for more money, if you know how to command your worth, which is what we'll teach you in our 12-week program, then you will easily arrive at the right salary, in the right job, at the right company that is right for you. So right now, I want you to really think hard. Where do you want to be compensation-wise in 7 years from now? And if you keep doing what you're doing now, will you be doubling your salary and having double the satisfaction? Or are you on a trajectory of a flat line or perhaps even a backwards escalator because your pay has not kept up with some of the financial changes over the last couple of years? If you're saying, I don't know, to any of those questions, you need to talk to us. mofall.com/talk. You'll get booked with a beautiful special coaching session with one of my career breakthrough strategists. They're all experts in helping analyze and diagnose what's going on with your career, and much less whether you're the fit for what we do, helping professional women land a soul-powered career that is in their genius zone. To have the life that you desire, to have a life that grows and continues to multiply in satisfaction and monetary rewards, you got to have a plan. You got to have it based on who you are and what you are in the world. And when you match up those things together, you're going to have a soul-powered fuel that's going to allow you to live in your genius zone and thrive. Having more savings for your future, having more disposable income for your family, and truthfully, having freedom that you know that you're contributing to the world in a way that feels good and feels right and the freedom of having savings, of having good cash flow, of doing the things that you want in life. Nothing in life is guaranteed except the end of it. And how you live your days, how you make your mark, how you choose to put your imprint into the universe, into the world, how you go about being you is ultimately the only thing that you have control over. If you have kids, you know that you don't have control over them. Or a partner, same. A family from your young years, a family of origin, you don't have control over them either. The only thing, ultimately, that you're driving in this life is your destiny, your actions, your beliefs, and your future. Make it a great one. So right now, as you're wrapping up this session with me, double your salary and put on a plan how you're going to get there, what you're going to do differently, who you must be to earn that level, what type of jobs and job titles are paid at that level. And then let's get about creating a plan for you. Book your complimentary career clarity call at mofall.com and let us jump on board the train of you developing your future. And if we can help you, and we know how to help you based on what's going on with your career right now, then we'll certainly talk about that. Your future, your career, and your 7 years from now is so important that it deserves a plan, it deserves your soul-powered self, and it deserves your attention. If you don't give your life the attention of where it's going, if you don't get in the driver's seat, it will be done by someone else's will and someone else's desires. I can't see that being a good thing for you. This is Coach Mo Fall, mofall.com, and everywhere on social media. Book your complimentary career clarity call and let's get it notching up. mofall.com/talk. And if you are a client, get back in those modules and let's get back into your planning. Let's keep things on track for that big day, that big future ahead. This is Coach Mo Fall, mofall.com/talk. Let's get at it and let's keep enhancing your life and your career. Let's make it a soul-powered one.